guess I sort of, most of my life, have seen the glass half full rather than half empty. And I've been so blessed. I mean, think about it. I'm the lucky girl that was asked to do all these wonderful things. And so how could I be anything but positive?
You won't believe what really happened to Julie Andrews. For decades, she was the picture of grace and talent, a voice that defined generations, a presence that lit up the silver screen. But beneath the dazzling success, Julie carried a secret pain, one that reshaped her life forever. At 90, she remains a beloved icon, but behind the adoration lies a tragic chapter that few truly understand. What devastating loss left an irreplaceable void in her heart? And how did she find the strength to rebuild after losing the one thing that made her extraordinary? Stay with us as we uncover the heartbreaking truth about Julie Andrews' life. Julie Andrews is a name that resonates across generations. From Mary Poppins to The Sound of Music, she became a household name, her voice synonymous with perfection. But behind that golden voice was a woman whose career took an unimaginable turn. In a candid interview, she revealed one of the darkest moments of her life, the moment she lost the very thing that defined her, her voice. It wasn't a gradual decline. It wasn't expected. It was ripped away from her in an instant, leaving her in a spiral of despair. It all started in 1997, when Julie, then in the prime of her career, sought medical help for what she believed were minor vocal issues. Doctors diagnosed her with non-cancerous nodules, something treatable, something routine. Assured that surgery would be harmless, she placed her trust in medical professionals. But when she woke up, she knew something was terribly wrong. The voice that had once soared through operatic notes and captivated millions was gone, shattered by a surgical procedure gone horribly wrong. Imagine losing the very thing that defines you. The pain, the disbelief, the sense of identity slipping through your fingers. Julie was devastated. She fell into depression, struggling to accept that the talent that had shaped her life was now just a memory. Singing wasn't just a career, it was her soul speaking to the world. Without it, who was she? The betrayal she felt pushed her to take legal action. In 1999, she filed a malpractice lawsuit against the hospital, reaching a settlement a year later. But no amount of money could undo the damage. Additional surgeries, therapy, endless attempts, nothing could bring her voice back. The doctors delivered the final blow. The damage was permanent. The Julie Andrews the world had known and adored would never sing again. But even in the depths of despair, Julie found a new purpose. Just when she thought her artistic life had ended, an unexpected door opened. Alongside her daughter Emma, she ventured into a new world. Writing. The woman who once captivated audiences with melodies now poured her heart into words, crafting children's books that carried the same magic she once brought to the stage. It was a rebirth, a way to keep creating, even if in a different form. Her new career flourished. Together, she and Emma co-authored over a dozen books, proving that, even in loss, there is room for reinvention. Writing became her solace, her new voice. She even penned her memoirs, offering the world an unfiltered look at her extraordinary life. But despite her newfound success, one truth remained. She still missed singing. The pain of losing her voice never faded. It lingered like a shadow, a constant reminder of what was stolen from her. But Julie Andrews' story didn't start in Hollywood. Her journey began in Walton-on-Thames, England, where she was born into a complicated family dynamic. Raised by a stepfather who struggled with alcoholism and a mother who harbored secrets, her childhood was anything but glamorous. In a shocking revelation, Julie learned that the man she called father was not her biological dad, a truth hidden from her for years. The weight of that discovery, combined with the struggles at home, shaped the resilience she carried into her career. At just 12 years old, Julie's talent was undeniable. She made her professional debut at the London Hippodrome, wowing audiences with a voice unlike any other. Her meteoric rise led her to the Royal Variety performance at 13, making her the youngest solo performer to sing for the King and Queen of England. From that moment, her path to stardom seemed unstoppable. But behind the scenes, life wasn't as perfect as it seemed. She was pushed into the spotlight at a young age, trained rigorously, and carried the pressure of perfection. Even as she ascended to global fame, her past lingered, a reminder of the hardships that had shaped her. Her story is one of triumph and tragedy, of soaring highs and devastating lows. The world saw her as Mary Poppins, but few knew the battles she fought behind closed doors. Now, at 90, Julie Andrews remains an inspiration, a woman who turned unimaginable loss into a legacy that continues to shine. But what about the other personal battles she faced? What untold truths still linger in the shadows of her incredible life? Stay with us as we uncover even more hidden. Julie Andrews' journey from a young stage performer to a Hollywood legend is nothing short of extraordinary. Before she became a household name, she honed her craft in radio and television, appearing on popular shows like Up the Pole and Educating Archie. Her early success on stage in London's West End, including roles in productions like Aladdin and Humpty Dumpty, quickly set her apart. In 1952, she captivated audiences as Cinderella in pantomimes, and just 2 years later, at only 19, she voiced Princess Za in the English-dubbed animated film The Singing Princess. Her Broadway debut in 1954 with The Boyfriend was a revelation. Despite her inexperience, critics praised her performance, foreshadowing the dazzling career ahead. Then came the role that would forever link her to Broadway royalty, Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. This performance, along with her work in the TV musical Cinderella, solidified her reputation as an actress of immense talent and charm. But her career-defining moment arrived in 1963, when Walt Disney himself personally chose her for the role of Mary Poppins. Initially, she turned it down due to her pregnancy, but Disney, convinced that she was perfect for the part, simply replied, "We'll wait for you." And wait they did. When she finally stepped into the magical shoes of the whimsical nanny, history was made. But behind the charm and elegance of Mary Poppins, the filming process was grueling. Andrews recalled the physical demands, the relentless technical challenges, and the pressure of living up to Disney's vision. Yet, when Mary Poppins premiered, it was an instant triumph. The film shattered records, earning 13 Academy Award nominations and 5 wins, including Best Actress for Andrews. She also took home a Golden Globe and a Grammy for the soundtrack. During her Golden Globe acceptance speech, she playfully thanked Jack Warner, who had famously passed her over for My Fair Lady. That witty remark won her applause and cemented her as Hollywood's new sweetheart. Her next major role, The Sound of Music, almost didn't happen. She initially found the story overly sentimental, but as rehearsals progressed, she fell in love with the project. Filming in Austria came with its own set of challenges, unpredictable weather, and demanding musical sequences, but Andrews poured her heart into the role of Maria von Trapp. The film became a colossal success, the highest-grossing movie of the year, earning her another Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. Hollywood had officially found its golden star. However, as with every bright career, setbacks were inevitable. Andrews took on ambitious projects, including Star and Darling Lily, but both films failed to connect with audiences, leading to some of the biggest box office flops of the era. Despite the criticism, she remained resilient, even earning a Golden Globe nomination for Star. Looking back, she cherished the friendships she built during these productions rather than dwelling on the failures. And she wasn't done yet. In the 1980s, she took a daring leap, starring in S.O.B. and Victor Victoria. The latter became a career-reviving hit, earning her another Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination. But then, tragedy struck. A botched vocal cord surgery in 1997 left her unable to sing, shattering the voice that had defined her career. For years, she avoided singing on screen, mourning the loss of her signature sound. Yet, true to her resilient spirit, she reinvented herself, returning to Disney for The Princess Diaries, where she delivered a heartwarming performance as Queen Clarisse Rinaldi. In a carefully controlled moment, She even sang on film again, moving the cast and crew to tears. Despite the setbacks, despite the heartbreak, Julie Andrews remains one of the most beloved figures in Hollywood history. Her career is a testament to talent, perseverance, and the ability to rise above adversity. From Mary Poppins to The Sound of Music, from a stage prodigy to a timeless legend, she continues